But again, you have to sell the intangibles. The experience is what's going to be different, and you have to showcase what that experience is. So again, we're using our back-end intangibles to showcase why we are worth. What's going on, guys? More. It's Tanner with Trade Thrive, and someone just asked me to match a price. And you know, it was a customer that I reached out to, I followed up with the next day, and they said, hey, listen, someone gave me a quote for $3,100. They said they're using the same paint you are. Can you match the price? And right then and there, I said, absolutely not. We do not match pricing. Let me tell you why. And if you don't have ammunition, guys, sales toolbox, we talk about the different tools you need to have when these things come up, then you could be fumbling around, you could lose out on a deal, and you know, you could totally miss out on this opportunity to build more value. So what we're gonna do is close the expectation gap, guys. So he has an expectation that we are comparable. If he didn't think that, he wouldn't have asked it. So he got this quote from this guy, and then he has a quote from us, and he asked me to match the price. So in his mind, that on paper, this is the same thing. So what we need to do is we need to build what I like to call back-end value, guys. So back-end value are the intangibles. These are things that he cannot see. So we have to build that, and that's what I did. So I talked to the guy, I said, listen, you know, as much as I'd love to match that price, we don't compare to anyone else in the area. Let me explain to you why. So the first thing is that we staff 4 to 5 painters on every single job. All of our guys are W-2 employees. They are all on our payroll, and most importantly, they all fall under our workers' compensation policy. So right then and there, I can hear the silence through the phone like, wait a minute, okay, there is some differences here that might be worth paying a little more. So right then and there, guys, we got him from what he wanted us to pay, which was to match the price of this other contractor. Now we're bumping it up a level, right? So we're closing the gap, okay? So our price came in at about $37.50. What we wanted to do was drop down, at the very least, create a little urgency. I'm not gonna have a conversation on the phone at this point without creating urgency, getting this person to act, getting this person to hire us, or else I'm wasting my time. So we have a second tier price right at about 40% at $3,500. And I knew that if I were to offer this price, I could get the green light. The other contractor came in at about $2,900. And I knew for a fact, even if it came down to it, I would not match that price. But we have to make sure that we're building value. I can't just get on the phone and say, oh, no, sir, we can't match the price. The price is what it is. I know for a fact there's a good chance I'm going to lose this deal because, again, on paper, he thinks we're the same. So it's your job as a salesperson, business owner, whatever your role is, if you're interacting with clients and this comes up, hey, can you match this price? You need to understand that on paper, they think that you and this other person are the same. They could even be using the same paint we're using, but again, you have to sell the intangibles. The experience is what's going to be different, and you have to showcase what that experience is. So again, we're using our back-end intangibles to showcase why we are worth paying more. So the first thing I'm highlighting is, again, what processes we have that are behind the scenes. And I pretty much straight up said, hey, you know, as much as I'd love to do that, we do not compare with other contractors in the area. We staff a team of 4, at 5 at the most on your job to be staffed so we can get the job done efficiently and on time. Not to mention, again, all of our guys are W-2 employees. They fall under our insurance policies, and we have structures and systems in place to make sure you have a great experience. Would you agree that that's worth paying a little more? And yes, he did say yes to that question. So I said, here's what I'm willing to do, guys. And then we're gonna bring this right into creating urgency, okay, and offering a pricing tier value proposition, guys. This is what's taught in the Painting Business Sales Academy. I'm giving it to you right here. So we started off at $3,700, which was about a 45% margin. I said, Mr. Homeowner, here's what I'm willing to do. In order to stop you from getting any more estimates, you clearly have some interest in working with us. And you know, I hope that I've been able to showcase that we are worth paying a little bit more than that other bid just because of the experience that you're going to get with us. Here's what I'm willing to do. I'm going to send you a brand new proposal with an even better deal just because we need to fill our schedule for the rest of the month and we have a slot available. If I send you this proposal would be good for today only and we would need a deposit. Before I send it, is that something that you'd be interested in forward with. Now remember guys, when we create urgency and we give deals, we want to make sure that it's even a possibility for them to accept the deal today. We want to put a deadline on it, okay? And if it comes down to it to where they say, oh no, we still want to get more estimates, then I'm not going to send the deal over. I want to know that it's going to be a deal today. So what I did was I said, okay, great. After he said yes, I just have to talk to my wife about it. I said, no problem, this deal's good for today. You have the rest of the day, but we would need a deposit to honor this deal. So what I did was I looked at my profit margins for this project, guys. We use the sellpaintjobs.com calculator. It doesn't matter what trade you're in, you should know where your profit margin is ahead of time, guys, cost-based pricing. So what I did was I looked at my second tier, guys. We're looking at a 40% profit margin, 2-day job, guys. Definitely a good price point to be at. And I said, look, here's what I'll do. I can give you a price of $3,500, $600 more than what he wanted me to match. And after I said that, he said, this sounds great. I'm going to forward this to my wife. Make sure you put in the proposal what you told me, that there would be 4 guys or 5 guys on the job. Okay, so I want to show you guys that. I'm gonna pop it up somewhere so you guys can see kind of what the dialogue was like, you know, see where the profit margins were, and of course see the discount on the proposal, guys. Very important, send that proposal with the discounted amount, guys, and we've locked ourselves in for a deal. So kind of just to backtrack, kind of just to give you a summary of what happened. He wanted me to match the price. You know, obviously on paper, he might have thought that we were comparable, but when you offer back-end intangibles, guys, the things that they can't compare, every one of you watching this, I know you have a good team. I know you care about your business. I know you have good standards. I don't know who we're competing with. He could be a one-man show with no payroll, or he could have guys that he just picked up at Home Depot. I am not comparing to that person. I want to showcase why hiring us is worth the extra money, and that's what you need to learn how to do. So learn how to highlight your back-end intangibles, the things that you can't compare us with. Our guys are the best. They're like family. They go through a stringent 7-step hiring process just to be able to work with us to give you the best possible experience. Would you agree that that's worth paying a little more for, sir? And then the answer is a resounding yes every single time. Guys, you guys are awesome. Keep pushing, keep learning these principles, keep learning how to sell so you can grow your business to extraordinary heights. If you haven't done so already, please head over to TradeThrive.com, guys. Check out some of the cool things we have. I mean, we're talking marketing automation, websites, guys. If your website is not mobile friendly, Google is penalizing you, and they didn't even tell you. They are just penalizing you, crushing you to the point where they don't even want to show anyone your website because everyone's on mobile. We can redesign it for you guys. Super affordable. Let's get you up to speed, up to date. You guys rock. Thank you for watching. Remember, back-end value, never match a price. Close the expectation gap. Talk to you guys later.